The dog doesn't hunt. And anybody who questions it is a crackpot. I'm done with this, Joe. Like, you want to come at me and say Eric doesn't know what he's talking about? I'm debating physicists. I'll debate anybody with the possible exception of Ed Witten, who still scares me, but I'll probably debate him too. In an open forum, we have got to purge the physics community of its quackery. And the quackery is coming from the high prestige version of this. The high prestige version of anti-gravity is called quantum gravity, and it just doesn't work. They've crawled into the map, the prison built by Einstein, and they know that it's not right. Because there are these two singularities. There's this singularity at the beginning of time, which we call the Big Bang, assuming the time were one-dimensional. And it's part of something called the Friedman-Robertson-Walker space-time model. And there's another one at the bottom of the black hole called the Schwarzschild singularity. And the fact that space and time kink at these 2 points is an indication that we have something wrong to a mathematician or a physicist. It says your equations work pretty well right up into the point where there's some error that you have that you don't understand, and you have like a division by zero error. And if you could figure out your error, you don't know what sin you committed, but the way that you know you committed a sin is that you have a singularity. So they know that there's some successor theory. And they'll give lectures about space-time is doomed, and I'm going to talk about non-commutative geometry. But these are all ways of avoiding the fact that you haven't done your homework for 50 years, okay? So like there's some class that you're supposed to show up to and you haven't been in a long time. You don't want to show up and suddenly say, what? What's going on? That's what's happening. They're living inside of Einstein's model. So when you say something, they'll say, well, that's impossible because you can't go faster than the speed of light. And it's like, that's a space-time concept. That's an Einsteinian concept. You're not thinking post-Einsteinian. You're not thinking about recovering Einstein, or Einstein is what we would call an effective theory. You're thinking that you really live in space-time, so you know what you can do. And then you fold your arms and say, well, that's impossible.